Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Declan, and if you enjoy talking about movies in any way, shape or form, you're going to feel right at home here. In today's video, we're going to be discussing the news that Boba Fett has been officially cast and will be joining the second season of The Mandalorian. So let's discuss. So The Mandalorian Season 2 has pretty much wrapped production, and we've been finding out a lot of things about this season in regards to what might be happening and the characters that might be showing up. Of course, we have had rumours that Rosario Dawson could be portraying a live-action version of Ahsoka Tano, which I think would be incredible. We've also got news recently from behind the scenes that both Peyton Reed and Robert Rodriguez have joined the directorial lineup, which Peyton Reed is fine. I mean, he's not the most exciting director just because I don't really find his style particularly exciting. Or style lack thereof, really. Robert Rodriguez, I've not seen really anything that he's done myself. I've obviously seen footage and things like that. He clearly does have a sense of style to him, so that's a bit more exciting. But nothing has been as exciting as this news that we received today, which is that Boba Fett will be actually joining the cast of The Mandalorian Season 2, played by fan favorite actor Temuera Morrison, who will be reprising the role, which is very, very exciting. Now, Boba Fett as a character is obviously a true fan favorite from the original trilogy. He was an incredibly cool looking character who just shows up, and he's incredibly mysterious. You don't know who he is. He's just this bounty hunter who's after Han Solo. He's there by Darth Vader's side, along with Bossk and other bounty hunters. And he just became an instant fan favorite. He became like a classic character. People just wanted to know about him. And of course, they brought him back in the Legends series, and we're able to see him in the comics and things like that. Never really brought back in the TV series, though. Until now with The Mandalorian Season 2. In terms of my opinion on Boba Fett, I think he's a cool character. I'm not as in love with him as other people, just because I don't think we know much about him. I mean, I've never read any of the Legends comics, so I don't know much of his story beyond what's in the films. And in the films, he's not really much of a character, so I don't have the same love for Boba Fett that many people do. But he's certainly a cool character, and if they're going to bring him back in The Mandalorian, that's very, very exciting. Plus, what this also confirms is that in the Star Wars movie timeline, in the canon, Boba Fett actually does survive past Return of the Jedi. So obviously that's what we learned in the Legends comics, is that he was able to escape from the Sarlacc pit, and that's how he was able to go on and have these more adventures. And it seems like that is going to be officially canonized now within the Disney Lucasfilm era, as you know, The Mandalorian does take place after Episode 6, so that is going to be a confirmation right there that Mandalorian is going to bring Boba Fett back into the timeline. Now, bringing back Temuera Morrison, I think, is a really cool choice, because obviously this actor is established within Star Wars. Not only did he play Jango Fett in the prequel trilogy, but he also played many of the clones, such as Commander Cody, who of course were all based off of Jango Fett's DNA. So this guy is kind of an established actor within Star Wars. Fans know him, fans are familiar with him, so they're going to be excited for him to play Boba Fett, because of course Boba was cloned after Jango as well, so it makes sense for him to look exactly the same. My only curiosity with this role is I wonder if he's going to be purely voiceover, because of course Pedro Pascal, who plays the Mandalorian, is pretty much a voiceover role. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but for the most part in the Mandalorian, he is actually just doing voiceovers, and it's a stunt guy in the suit. The only time that he actually got into the suit was of course at the end of Episode 8, when he actually took off the mask for the first time and we saw what his face was. So for the most part, Pedro is not actually in the suit, and I wonder if it's going to be the same with Temuera playing Boba Fett. I wonder if it'll just be a voiceover role, or if he will actually take off his helmet for the first time, and we'll see what Boba Fett looks like outside of, you know, when we saw him in Attack of the Clones as a kid. So it's curious, we'll have to wait and see. I mean, I think this next piece of information, which is that we learned that it's going to be a small role within the series, makes me think that maybe he won't be. Maybe he won't take his helmet off. Maybe he'll only be in 1 or 2 episodes. But, you know, I think bringing back Temuera regardless, I think just adds a sense of awesomeness to it. And also because I think maybe the reason why Mando didn't take off his helmet as much was because it was kind of like a reveal thing. Even though everyone knew that Pedro Pascal was playing the Mandalorian, I think it was a thing, like, we were all wondering, oh, what does he actually look like? Like, is he damaged or, you know, whatever. I think with this, there's going to be less of a mystery, given the fact that obviously we know who this guy is. So it's really a two-way thing. They could take off the helmet, they might not. It might be a voiceover role, or it might actually be in the suit. We're just going to have to wait and see at this point. Overall, though, I think this is really cool, exciting news. I'm really interested to see what kind of role Boba Fett is going to play within The Mandalorian Season 2. Of course, with this whole series focusing on Mandalore and the Mandalorians, it's going to be really cool to actually bring in the most famous and most established Mandalorian to kind of really put Mando at his odds. So I'm really excited to see where this goes. What do you guys think about this news? Whatever you think, let me know in the comments down below. And as always, if you want to see more TV reviews and TV videos just like this one, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any uploads from me. And I hope to see you guys again next time.